Actually, the Committee on the Peaceful Usage of Outer Space is the only UN committee on space dealing with peaceful purposes. The main topics under discussion on the committee are connected with global or regional topics and the application of space technology in the world, mainly for sustainable development. But in the same time, we deal with natural disasters, deal with asteroids that could hit the Earth, deal with management of development, mainly developing countries, using space technology for sustainable development, deal with space and society, space and water, with the protection of environments, with nuclear power sources in the outer space, the use of nuclear power sources in the outer space, deal with space debris, which are a big problem of the actual astronautics, I may say. Not only manned astronautics, but all new launches are facing dangers from the debris from outer space that orbit around the Earth without any control. You should know that topics under discussion at the UN are topics very important for many nations. Actually, these topics are brought to the attention of the UN community and are debated in the framework of the UN, mainly because they are main topics of the humanity, they are global problems or even regional problems. The nations debate sometimes many years on an issue till they find a solution that is approved then by the committee, promoted at the level of the General Assembly of the UN, and then approved in the framework of a resolution of the UN, of the General Assembly. And that is mandatory for all states. By instance, the newest topic under discussion that was promoted started with 2009 and approved as method of work and plan of work only last year in 2011 is the long-term sustainability of outer space activities. Mainly now we face a lot of dangers in dealing with outer space. Some of the big infrastructures that cost billions even. Look, by example, at the International Space Station. Could be affected or damaged by what happened in space, by the bad behavior of some nations in the outer space. So we have to discuss ways and means of maintaining outer space for peaceful purposes, and at the same time how to stabilize the work in the way that space could be a good environment for the promotion of human interest for a very long time, not only for our generation, for the next generations as well. In my opinion, they are very important because they familiarized the young students, as you are, with the procedures of the United Nations. There are many committees discussing global problems in many ways in the framework of the United Nations. For instance, this committee, it's a very important committee, being the only one dealing with the peaceful use of outer space, because with the military phase of using the outer space is dealing the Conference on Disarmament from Geneva. It's a completely different committee, and we don't mix the activity of these two committees. The procedures, the way of acting, the way of putting problems, the way of obtaining results, the way of negotiating at a multilateral level, not only at a bilateral level. There's a big difference in negotiating only with one country It's a big difference in negotiating with several countries. All these things represent very specific activity, and acknowledge the young people on this activity. I think it's very important to open their eyes to what happened and how happened in the world, and what could be done and what can't be done. The process is long, and if you know how the process goes, you know exactly when and how to act to obtain something valuable for your country or for your region. Actually, I'm impressed by the work you do. I'm impressed by the simulation you do. And I'm sure it will be very important for your future work. I'm sure most of you will approach activities connected with the UN, having in mind the processes you simulate now. I wish you good success and fruitful activity in the future.
Thank you very much.